This conference will now be recorded.
Hello everyone. Today's session is on subcontracting in SAP. This is purely a materials management subcontracting. So let's take a real example. So we have a supermarket called as Tesco. Tesco requires, for example, 1000 kilograms of luxury milk chocolate for Christmas. So the business process, either they can produce milk chocolate, or they can buy, or they can do subcontracting. Companies may have a good resource of raw materials and um, logistics, but it is not necessary they have the expertise to produce everything. So they do subcontracting. In this way, they save the money on a production plant as well as a labor cost, and they just do a subcontracting and get a material for cheap and better quality. So in this example, we have chocolate manufacturer called as Lindt, who is going to produce 1000 kilograms of luxury milk chocolates for Tesco supermarket using 2000 liters of milk and 1000 kilo of Belgium chocolate, or raw chocolate from Belgium Chocolate Company. Now, when you produce, just imagine or try to think it logically. You have raw chocolate and milk. A combination of these two will produce a luxury milk chocolate. So 1 kilo of chocolate and 2 liters of milk will give you 1 kilo of chocolate, because there will be wastage, the water will be evaporated from the milk, whatever conditions, and then you may also have a low value byproduct. So there could be some leftover chocolate which is not of good quality, or beans left. So let's call it as a byproduct while producing this luxury milk chocolate. So these are the two links here as well. You can read these links which I have opened here. So it explains and gives you the full information of subcontracting. So for example, subcontracting is one of the manufacturing strategy by which a company decide to outsource some or all of its production operations to a vendor. This process is considered better than a complete external procurement, as there is tighter control on the product quality. Okay, and you can you can see SAP flow, master data setting, points to be considered, and everything. Also, here is another one, movement types. So there will be movement types in this particular subcontracting, which will be 541, 543, and 545, which you will see in further. So subcontracting. So you have seen the business process, you have seen the materials. I have already created materials in SAP. So raw material is here, raw chocolate material number is this, milk material number is this. I'm going to create one material for you for an example, and then byproduct material is number is here. At the same time, I have put as vendors as well. So farmer vendor number is this, Belgian chocolate vendor number is this, chocolate manufacturer is this, and we are going to create info records as well. So I've already created info records for the top two, but going to create info record for the material luxury milk chocolate, which I'm going to create now. So as you can see here, both raw chocolate and milk is raw material, and the luxury milk chocolate will be a finished product. So I will go on to MM01. I'll go into mechanical engineering. I'll go into ZPAT, which is a finished product. Okay. I'll simply press enter. I've already defaulted these tabs. I'll go in them. I'll pick my plant, which is PAT1 and storage location P001. Press enter, and you will see this is the material number, and I can give luxury milk chocolate as the name. It will be in kilos. It is going to be consumable, so I can just simply pick consumables, press enter again, press enter, and MRP type is PD, material controller is 001, lot size is yes, press enter. Now this is very important. If this material was not for subcontracting, then this setting was fine. You can put as procurement type X. But this is for subcontracting, so I'll pick it as external procurement, and I'll pick it as special procurement, which is subcontracting 30. Okay, and then I can press enter, schedule margin key 000, plan days as 5, enter. Valuation class, I can just simply pick 3000, enter, enter. Save. I can quickly extend this material if I need to, put it in different storage location as well. So these will be a different storage location. So I've extended this material to another storage location as well. So I can put it in my Excel sheet that this is the material number which I just created, and I'll create an info record for this material for this vendor. So it is M11, purchasing organization is BAT, plant is BAT. Always remember subcontractor, pick this radio tab. This is very important. I'll quickly copy this vendor number, paste it in here. We already have the material we just created. Press enter. Enter. Quantity as 1. Net price as 15. Please maintain tax. Very important. I'll just keep as V0, which is exempt from VAT, from tax. Purchasing group aspect. As you can see, subcontracting is here, so don't worry about it. Enter, enter, save. I have created an info record for this material as well. There's no need to create a info record for the byproduct, because this byproduct we will be getting from back from the vendor with chocolate. Okay. Okay, so these are the steps. So I've just created a material, I've created an info record. I will do a stock check. So let me do a stock check for the first material, which is raw chocolate. So transaction code is execute. You can see there is no stock, and same thing for milk. Execute. Milk has no stock as well. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is either I can do I'll quickly create a purchase order. Okay. I can also do MB1C to bring in stock, but I prefer it doing this way. So material number is this. Our vendor is Belgium Chocolate Company. So put it in here, here. I'll put quantity as how much quantity I want. 1,000 kilograms of chocolate. So I can put as quantity as 1,000. That storage location should go in as B001. Press enter, and you will see that it is subcontracting. Oops, sorry, this was a different material. And I will check this and simply save it. So I have ordered, so I can mention this PO here. I need to do the same. I want 2,000 liters of milk from vendor farmers. So I can copy this again. Material number is 26, and this time I want 2,000 on this wet one, and can put in as check, and you can see it's giving message. I can put it as 5 here. Do a check. Everything is good. Yeah. Simply save this. So I have ordered 2,000 liters of milk from farmers. Looks like I've created it in kilograms. That's fine. You need to understand the logic. And I've created milk as well. Let's quickly migrate them. So good receipt against purchase order. Check. check cost. So now if I look into our stock, we have got 2000 liters or kilogram of milk. At the same time, we have raw chocolate, which is for 1000 kilograms as well. So now we have the raw materials. Now we are going to send this raw materials to a chocolate manufacturer called Linked, so they can produce us luxury milk chocolate. But before we do this, we have to create bills of material. This is also called as BOM. Transaction code is CS01. So I will go into CS01, and you always create BOM for material you want to be you want it back. So you will not have, obviously you will not have um, the stock for that, but you need to order that. So always remember to have material you want. Plant is at 1, BOM usages for MM use production, which is 1. Okay, let's do a couple of days back in case of issues in release. So I'll pick it as 15th of 12, 2018 instead of 17th. Press enter. Now always remember to pick L as stock item, and components will be these. So if I pick this, insert, insert. So this one was 6, and the last one was um, 28. So 28. So L, L. So this is the formula here. Okay. What this means is, if you want 1 kilo of chocolate, then you will have to put how much? 1 kilo of, so 1 of raw chocolate, double quantity of milk, and you will also get 1 ratio of 1 part of byproduct as well. And simply press enter, and you will see this is the, imagine this is a formula to create, you know, a luxury milk chocolate, which is 1 part of raw chocolate, twice milk, and you will also get a byproduct which is of low value. Press enter and simply save. Now the BOM is also created for this material. So now we are going to do a PO, and this PO is going to be for subcontracting. So I'm going to copy this number, material number. I will go into transaction and simply put the material here, put the vendor here. Always remember, in item category, always pick L for subcontracting, and simply put here 1000, because you want 1000 kilograms of luxury chocolate from chocolate manufacturer. Okay, so you want luxury milk chocolate of quantity 1000 from this manufacturer. Okay, now because we have created this in L subcontracting, go on to material data and click on to explode bomb, and you will see because we created bills of material. See, we never inserted 1000, 2000 or minus 1000 of the values. It picked because of the ratio we created in BOM, and it will trigger in the same fashion according to the quantity we supply here. But always make sure you have 1000 kilogram of chocolate and 2000 kilogram of milk or liters in your stock. Okay, otherwise how are you going to send it to the vendor? Now if you can't see this explode bomb, you can also put it, click components, and you can put it manually as well, and simply save. When I save this, I get this purchase order number, so I can simply stick it here. Now we are going to issue the raw materials. You just created a purchase order. Now you have to issue the raw materials to the vendor as well. So even if you look into this process, SAP process flow, you have to deliver the components to subcontracting the vendor as well. So now the transaction for this is ME2O. Please always consider that this is O, not 0. Okay, people confuse this with 0. So I will go into ME2O. Press enter. It is asking for the vendor an assembly. Assembly is nothing but your product, the end product you want to get. Okay, and simply execute. You will see because we are sending this material to the manufacturer, chocolate manufacturer linked, that is why it is showing us only these two materials. So if I expand this, okay, and if I click this and I click this and click post good issue, that means I am doing a good issue to this vendor, chocolate manufacturer, to bring us chocolates. It will ask you for the storage location. So from the material is stored in storage location B001. Green tick that. It will also ask for the second material as well. So B001 and green tick again. Okay. So two items are posted now. Okay. When I do green tick, you will see these red items which are not available to the vendor, chocolate manufacturer, will turn green, like so. So that means we have now issued these goods to the vendor. Okay. So if you want, you can also check with stock with vendor, which is another transaction MBLB. So I can go into MBLB and I can put, so which are the two vendors? So sorry, which is the vendor? This is the vendor 19, I think. There. So vendor 19. If I simply execute this, it will show us that this material number 1000 is with this vendor, this material number 2000 is with this vendor, and 28, which is byproduct, you will get in return. Okay, so you do not have that one with them, but you will get it in once they will send you the chocolate. Okay, also just to make sure, we can also do a quick stock check onto our main material. So you can see this is on order stock now. Okay, which means that it is gone for subcontracting. Okay, if I can just highlight this and material movements, you can see purchase order is this one, and this one quantity is being ordered from subcontracting. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mic for purchase order, last one, control V, enter. Now you can see here that this luxury milk chocolate which we ordered is there, but if I open this tree, you can see that actually raw material, raw chocolate, milk, and byproduct is there as well. So I can go into material, luxury milk chocolate, I can green tick it. You can simply click from this next item and all of them will be green tick as well. Simply do a check, enter the storage location. Storage location for which one? For only, because when this material comes in, it has to go somewhere. So it will go into storage location B001. I will do a check again and this will turn into green as well. So when the vendor, chocolate manufacturer, send us the material, which is luxury milk chocolate, it will be kept in storage location B001. And now I just want to show you the movement types. So the first movement type is 101, second one is 543, which is minus 543 minus, and the last one is 545 plus. So we are getting these two and we have sent these two. Just take this as logically. If I go into movement types here, you can go through these movement types. So consumption from stock to material provided to vendor, which is 543. So 543 provided to, so middle two, so these two we provided to the vendor. Yes. 545, which is our byproduct, we will get it from byproduct from subcontracting from the vendor. Okay, I've sent you these two links as well, so please make sure it's a good read. Let me finish this and simply save it. When I save it, you will see the material document is posted. Now if I go into stock check and our material number is 32, just double check it, 632, we should have 1000 kilogram of chocolate, which is in B001 storage location. Okay, so this finishes. We can also do a quick check on our other two raw materials. Execute. See, there is no raw material left for chocolate, and same should be with milk as well. Execute. Nothing further. So let's check us byproduct, which is 28. And you will see. So provided to the vendor. This is only 1000, okay, not 2000. Because I've done a training before this training, that is why it is coming as 2. So I can show you this. So you can see on 17,000 kilogram came from 562. Okay, just remember this micro number 562. So if I go into this purchase order, purchase order history. So which one is this? 562. So to make sure 562, which is 1000 kilograms. Okay. This one I did a practice run before, so that is why it is showing 1000 plus 1000. Don't be confused, it's 1000 not 2000. Okay, so this finishes our training. If you like this, please like and subscribe to my channel, and if you want to learn SAP, then please send me an email to learn SAP 121 at gmail.com. Okay. Thank you.